This is Miami All Access.
Obviously disappointing. First time all year we really got to put on us pretty good. Like we talked after the game, nothing different after watching the tape of we really felt like offensively it was going to be the key. We're going to have to score points. If we're going to stay in it or pull it out, it was going to be a high-scoring game. And really disappointing the first half. Our first two drives were good and came away empty and gave them an opportunity to get a 14-0 defense. We really had no answers. You know, we definitely were trying to stop the run and couldn't do that and put us out there against a pass, and we couldn't handle them one-on-one in the pass game, and we couldn't stop the run with the loading box. So defensively, I don't know what the short-term answers are. We got some issues at some key positions that we're going to be up against it again here in 2 weeks to try to stop people. So we're going to have to play well offensively. We're going to have to execute. We were going to shorten the game. We did. We got out of the win with a possession half. Their second possession ended halfway through when the first quarter ended. So, but we got to get points and stay in the game and kind of go, and then their defense played better as the game went on. Our offense played worse. So wasn't a very good performance. Like I said, after the game, got out-coached, got outplayed. They're a good team. I'm definitely giving a lot of credit to them. They've got a lot of good players for this league, and they've got, I think they played 5 DBs most of the game, and 4 of them were seniors. And 34's he dominated. We didn't get anything his way. The only completion his way is when he picked it off. So other than that, we didn't. Every time we threw the ball 34, he locked us down. And they have some other good players back there. And so we got to continue to plug away. The bye week's good timing, not because you want to have a bye week after a bad loss, but get a little more healed up and recharge our batteries and get ready to get after Central at Central, which is going to be a tough task, and then back here against OU, which will be a tough task. But we still got, now 4.5 weeks to get better, even though there's only 2 games, and we're planning on doing that. We're going to go today and tomorrow, and then they're going to lift Thursday and Friday, and they'll get the weekend off, and then we're going to practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Typically, we don't practice on Monday, but we're going to use that as a lighter day to get some more work in against Central. We're not even going to start on Central till next week. Today and tomorrow, we're going to try to keep our older guys sharp. We're going to try to heal up some of the older guys, so some of the guys that have been fighting at 80, 90, 95%, we're just going to give them – they're going to basically lift and run this week and rehab this week. But the older guys that are healthy, we're going to keep them sharp by doing some 1s-on-1s and 2s-on-2s, and then we're going to do a ton of spring ball starting for the young guys. We're going to let our young kids play a bunch today, tomorrow, and try to get a couple more of those sessions in for our younger kids to play a bunch of football here the last 4.5 weeks or now 4 weeks. So they'll get anybody that's out there today will see a lot of our basically scouts on scouts for most of today to let them practice and get coached and get tape. And we'll have 2 of these this week. Hopefully we'll have 1 next week. I know we got 1 planned for the week and a half before OU, maybe get 2. So if we can get 5 sessions with our young guys the next 3 weeks, it would be very good, beneficial. You only get 15 spring practices, and if we get 5 scrimmages with those kids, that'd be pretty dang good.
Andrew said he wasn't sure if anybody in the country had played 10 straight weeks, especially late in the season. Do you know if anybody has?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's not a big deal to me. I was a Division II guy. We played straight through every year, and because we had a playoff system, and it was a 5-week playoff system, so we played 16 straight weeks. So, to me, it's... Well, you just have more time to get ready, so you got to be careful you don't outthink yourself, and there's a tendency to do too much because you have too much time to watch tape on Central and too much time to come up with new ideas and new wrinkles. So certainly if there is something you can come up with that can help you want to do it, but you don't want to go crazy, which you can do during the bye weeks. And then for us, this week's a little different for where we're at. It's, where we're at as a program, we're going to use this extra time to help our young guys. If we were fighting for the conference championship, our practice day would look a lot different. You know what I mean? So, but you do based on where you're at. And then, obviously we're doing a lot of recruiting. Some of our guys are out all week. Some of us are, I'm out Monday, Thursday, Friday, so we're using all our days for fall recruiting. We've saved them up. And then we'll get going on Central next week. Fred McRae is the only other guy to mention. He actually is the one guy in our football program that he played a heck of a football game. So if you say there's a bright spot last week, there wasn't a lot of bright spots when you lose 41-10. But for us, we thought going in the year he could really do some good things based on spring. Obviously, he started off slow. He muffed a punt against Marshall, and he fumbled one against Eastern Kentucky, which obviously is a big play. And then he fumbled a kickoff against UMass, and he kind of got put in the doghouse a little bit. Not doghouse per se. Not like we're mad at him, but just can't have you out there if you're fumbling the football, or not. So he's to his credit, he's worked his way back. He's had 3 weeks of practice, like he's practicing like he wants to be a great player, and everybody's noticed it. And it's been good because for him to have that game Saturday on not just returnings but on offense, and he had the big reverse the week before against Kent, so he was starting to come on. But we're always talking about earning playing time, and he's one that's earning playing time based on what he's doing in practice, and he's kind of changed who he is. So it's been good to see, and hopefully he will help other kids like, hey, I'm just going to go practice like that. Maybe I'll start getting a lot better like Fred is. So that was the one encouraging thing from the week was, and then getting Gearing out there. Gearing did some good things, which is good to see him back. We didn't even know if he'd ever play football again, when that thing happened back in the summer, and then to not only get him back, but he's actually made a play on kickoff and did some decent things at wide out, and so it's exciting to have him back too.